Okay, in this video, we're going to be talking about something that kills a lot of people's casts, and it's incredibly common. I'd say maybe a good 50% of casters, maybe 75% of the casters do this. I was at the Midwest Fly Fishing Expo a couple days ago, and I was standing by the casting pond, and I was watching people cast, and they had great back casts, and then their forward cast would just fall apart. And I think I can probably compensate for it. And then they just start gunning it and trying to cast faster and faster and faster. And the problem is what I call the lazy left hand, or whatever you want to call it. And it's they've picked up this habit of leaving their left hand, if they're a right-handed caster, they leave their left hand down by their waist. So when they go to cast their back cast, they're actually pulling line out of the rod, which is actually causing the tip of the rod. It's really, it's flexing the rod more, so you get a great back cast. But then when they come back, it's going to be hard to see this, but when they come back, there's all this line here has to go back out into the rod as they're moving forward, and they lose any of that bend that's in their rod. And it's a very, very simple technique, and particularly if you learn right from the very beginning, like at the Trout Unlimited Fly Fishing School where I teach, we teach right away from the very beginning to keep both of the hands close together when they're casting. And if you do that, you'll feel the tension on the rod. It's very windy out here today. So if the hands are close, see, the line doesn't move in and out of the rod. Eventually, when you start to haul, you only have to haul a little bit. People that are casting way down there, when they do, they're back here, and then when they have to haul, they have to go way back here like this. So the lazy left hand is keeping this hand down here, and you lose all power. You lose a lot of your power in your forward cast. It's a simple thing. Just keep both hands together. In the beginning, you may even want to touch knuckles. That's how I teach people that have a bad habit. I say, touch your knuckles, cast like that. Eventually, you'll cast it, kind of keeping things together. You might even want to keep one hand near the reel. And then eventually, you'll get a much better forward cast. Your cast will go farther. You won't have to punch it at the end to get that extra power to make up for all of that line that had to re-free and come up into your rod. See that all that line has to refill into the rod before it can cast. You can see I just did a bad cast. So that's my little tip for the day. The lazy left hand, take care of it, and your rod will take care of you. We'll see ya.